Ublaloatak, Kanawik Pizzy. Today is Friday. What day? All day today, let's be responsible. Always try. Do our best. Cooperate with others. And let's treat everyone with respect, including ourselves. Today's assembly is all about high school eligibility. Remember that high schoolers, or in our case this year, 8th through 12th graders, who can play sports this spring, need to maintain 80% attendance, a 2.0 GPA, and have no Fs. The checks for these three things happen every quarter and every mid-quarter. In fact, the check for mid-quarter is going to be happening on Monday, December 6th. That means that the attendance from up to today and all the work and assignments students have been doing will be graded, and grades will be out on Monday that will be reported to the district. This eligibility lasts for 4 weeks. In another 4 weeks, there'll be another eligibility check that lasts for 4 weeks. So let's make sure everybody's got that. The district eligibility involves 80% attendance, 2.0 GPA, no Fs, and it happens every 4 weeks. Assignments need to be in today for grades that are turned in and are checked on Monday. Every once in a while, if a student has been traveling for a long time for medical or has been sick for a couple weeks, we may be able to provide a waiver for those rare situations where all the work isn't turned in by the deadline. Those decisions are made person by person and very carefully. You have to have a very good reason for that to happen. Schools also do weekly eligibility. The purpose of weekly eligibility is to make sure on a weekly basis you're staying caught up in your classes. When you do your weekly eligibility, you know you're in good shape, and your 4-week eligibility is an easy thing. So let's take a look at this paper. Students fill out the class and their teachers for the different hours. Talk to each teacher, and the teacher informs them whether they're eligible or ineligible based on the assignments that they have been turning in. The guidelines for success are the ratings from the back. This is all about your level of respect and responsibility in your classroom. Teachers rate you on how well you're doing. This is feedback for you on what you might need to improve on, and at times it may impact your travel based on how your behavior's been. Weekly eligibility is completed every Friday, and the forms are used to determine eligibility for travel the following week. You have to get a signature from each teacher for each class on their schedule. The forms show which students are participating and behaving in classes. If you have a valid reason for missing work in a class, let's say a doctor's appointment, or you were genuinely ill, you can talk about your missing work with your teachers, and there might be the possibility of getting a short extension to get your work in. Extensions should not extend more than 1 or 2 days. We need to provide the teachers time also to be able to grade your work. There might be times when you may not be able to get the right signature from every class. That could be due to your own travel for sports or because a teacher might not be present. If this happens, submit your unfinished weekly eligibility right in the bin in the office, and you can do follow-up work when you're back in school. Let's do a quick review. Weekly eligibility is completed every Friday and determines your travel for the next week. You get a signature from each teacher for each class, and they check off the eligible or not eligible box. You are rated on a scale of 1 to 5 for your guidelines for success. This is feedback for you or could determine your travel based on what's been going on. If you have a valid reason for missing class, there might be the possibility of getting an extension for a day or two to get work in. Remember, a valid reason is like a doctor's appointment or genuine illness. If you cannot get every signature on the Friday when you're doing your eligibility, you need to make sure you put it in the box in the office, and then you can follow up and get signatures the next school day that you're in school. This is very important because when you put it in the box, even without every signature, you're considered on time. Don't take it with you traveling. Don't leave it in your locker. Put it in the box. Then we know you turned it in. 8th through 12th graders, it's going to be a great basketball season this year. We have NYO coming up. There's just a lot of fun to be had this winter and spring with sports. I wish you all your best, and remember, everyone is welcome to try out, go to practice, go to any sport that they want. We want everyone who's interested to play or wants to try things out to go and do it and have a great time. Hope you all have a wonderful Friday and a great weekend.